the university.
Ignorant, we gon' bring that racket like it's Wimbledon. Discipline, but yet to find anyone equivalent. Ain't no podcast similar, now you won't find no synonyms. Be produced by Q Smith, sound like it's by Timberland. JBB in charge, EG set the bar. Cool be sipping water tree, and Turk gon' lay the law. Jokes may go too far, but that's just who we are. Prolific, so gifted, words that have your soul lifted. So consistent, yet so different. Ain't nobody copy that lane. Carry that torch, heat up the game. Ain't nobody got that flame. Different, different. Man, this intro different. Man, this intro ignorant. God damn.
Y'all didn't see that. I was just vibing. You know, it is what it is. Hey, welcome to another episode of the one and only D1 Ignorant University podcast. I am your host with the most eating toasty and ghost, Jay Brown, coming to you semi-live at another undisclosed location. In the grandest prairie of them all, we having a bunch of stuff go down in the prairie. Your boy is running for school board. In case y'all did not know, why am I running for school board?
Because he loves the kids and he loves education. And if y'all want education, y'all better vote for this nigga.
Hey, look, if you
That's his slogan.
If you want your kids to thrive, vote for 5. There's going to be a lot of 5 talk on this episode, and we're going to tell you why later. But first, the man that be sticking the walls, the man that's trying to stick to Zendaya, and the man that's trying to stick Jean Grey in the face because she deserves it. Spider Scully, what's good?
What's happening? What's happening? Jean was right, first of all. Don't do that. Secondly, this is a pro mutant household over here. We don't fuck with Sentinels over on this side.
No. We are still pro mutant, but when Jean made MJ kiss Peter and said, "Nice try, buddy," nah.
Dog, I still think she deserved it because, as far as to her knowledge, we're gonna get to that in a second. First of all, this is about me. It's your boy Captain Scully, SKA. The cape of the skull cap is back, boy. Skullonomics, skulltography, skullanastrophe, all of these other made up words. Shout out to me, and shout out again to Jean. As far as we know, are we talking about Spider-Man today?
No.
Damn it.
We could.
Yeah, we could.
We could.
Because I got words. I got thoughts.
We could squeeze that in after our special segment.
Right. I got you. Jean was right. That's all I'm gonna say. And even she was still right. Now, she lost me because if you ever, we're gonna get to that.
Look, I'm not saying Jean was wrong. Jean did not deserve what happened to her. She deserved to be saved, all that other stuff. I'm just saying, after we save you, after the threat is no longer there, you got to run the pass. You got to run.
Yeah, you're right.
I'm not letting that slide.
And you, not none of the people that you're going into.
I'm just saying, look, you ever been hanging out with your homie and he does some dumb shit, but in the moment you kind of got to ride with it because you don't have a choice?
Yeah, it's like being married. It's like being married and standing behind your wife when she says some stupid shit. But then when y'all get home, it's like, what the hell's wrong with you?
What's wrong with you? You ain't got. I gotta live here. You don't.
Right.
Anyway, I'd like to open up the show because he's watching and he can't come on and he can't do anything to me. Fuck JJ. That's all I want y'all to know. I want you to know, fuck JJ, because he tricked me into being a cameraman at an indie wrestling show. Shout out to HOT in Waco, Texas. He tricked me. And yeah, Scully, he logged out because this is me. This is my rant. JJ, I know you're listening. You was a whole hoe. First, what you had to do. First, what had happened, you let your kids try to rob me. You let Faith and Journey you let them abuse me. You let them toddlers do me wrong. And then you had your wife in the backseat. She was playing with a Steam Deck, acting like ain't nothing wrong, ain't nothing happened. She acted like she was too good for Big Time Rush. We ain't never too good for Big Time Rush. Anyway, all of this comes down to fuck you, JJ. And I hope you step on several Legos tonight.
Shout out to the baby Ignis. I miss y'all. Gonna see y'all real soon, hopefully.
Baby Ignis.
But all I'm gonna say is, I never got robbed. I did get jumped though,
That's what I'm talking about. Is that
but I
better?
never got robbed.
Is that better?
It's not. But you know who else robbed me? The city of Atlanta, because I
Hmm.
can't find my wallet.
Really?
Yeah, it's not. Nobody actually robbed me. I'm just saying, like,
But none of me, you can't find it.
it vanished in the city. I mean, the minute I touched down, that jump was gone. Well, not the minute, but the day after I touched down, that jump was gone. Really rocked the whole weekend without it, but it was tough. It was treacherous. It was treacherous getting home.
Look, all I'm gonna tell everyone is shout out to Region 3 at NABJ. We do this around here.
Shout out to Atlanta. It was good. It was good to me.
And no one cares what JJ got to say. This him right here. We don't care. I'll let you know. We do not care. Anyway, let's get the show started with our first real segment of the day. Is the NFL football season is very, very close upon us, I believe, in 3 weeks. So I'm gonna come out and we're gonna talk about some of the most overrated guys in the NFL. I'm gonna say it. I probably said it before, but hey, that's what this is for. New season, same old me. Scully, you want to start, or should I? Or should I keep responding to these bum ass comments?
I'm gonna start because I feel like this first one we probably both are seeing eye to eye with it,
What you got?
and it's a certain gentleman up in the state of Ohio by the
Oh,
name of Joseph Devontae Burrow.
Devontae Burrow.
Because and it's not that I don't like Joe. I'm a fan of Joe. I'm a big fan. Obviously, Cincinnati as a franchise is poverty organization. We understand that. We understand these things. But two things could be mutually exclusive.
Mm-hmm.
How many years are they going to be able to coast off of that Super Bowl appearance? We're almost 5 or 6 years removed from going to that Super Bowl, which they didn't win, by the way.
Which they did not win.
And then the NFC Championship the year after that, or AFC Championship rather, the year after that, and they're still coasting off of that. They haven't had a winning season, let alone playoffs. They haven't had a winning season. So,
Oh,
well, actually, that's a lie. That's a lie. They did make the playoffs once. It's been pretty hit or miss since then. Like it's not a whole lot to hit home on. I feel like Zach Taylor, if it weren't for how cheap Cincinnati's owner was, Zach Taylor would have been gone.
would
I
have
would
been.
have hired him last year.
See, and what I've learned recently is within the last 20 or so years, the Bengals have never paid a coach dead money.
Right.
So
They play it all the way out.
they make them play it all the way out, even though it's obvious when a coach needs to go. Who was
Yeah.
Marvin Lewis? You see how long Marvin Lewis had that job?
He is the black Jeff Fisher. Like he
Black Jeff Fisher.
the
There's
black Jeff Fisher. And same with Mike Tomlin and well, that's a different organization. But yeah, like anyway, but back to the point is Joe Burrow, bro. Like injury prone as fuck.
as fuck.
Again, not entirely his fault because that offensive line is Swiss cheese and it's been for years, no matter how many times they say, oh, this is gonna be different. No, it's not.
See,
You got arguably you have everything. Short of an offensive line, you have everything. You have more than enough to make that shit work. You have arguably the top two receiver in the NFL. You have one of the best number two receivers in the NFL. You have a good enough. Your defense has been atrocious. I can give you that. Your offensive line has been atrocious. They have no running game to speak of since whatever. Like I get all of that, but bro, there are plenty of other quarterbacks. Like, bro,
you
it's just
know
like
what you know what you just described, but bro,
Justine,
you just described Justine Herberto to
Jay
a
Turbo.
T. But magically, when we bring him up, he's if man. He's if this. He's if that. Now I'm gonna take a play out of Jaden Daniels' book. We gonna get to him a little later in the show. Don't worry. But
Mhm.
why do we treat Burrow with so much more grace than we're giving Justin Herbert? Yes, he's been to a Super Bowl, but also I watched that playoff run. I'm not just living off the mystique and the coolness of Joe Burrow smoking that cigar after the national championship. Joe Burrow did not play well that entire playoff run,
until
except
Kansas
the
City.
AFC Championship. He played
Exactly.
decent, but he did not have a 4 touchdown, 350-yard game. He didn't do. I believe in game one, he threw 1 touchdown. I mean, the first round of playoffs, he threw 1 touchdown and 1 pick. Nobody is considering that good.
And
And
then Tennessee, he was horrendous.
so I'm trying to figure out why are we treating them different? Yes, I understand Justin Herbert has not won a playoff game. But what I also tell
No,
everyone,
he's won one.
Justin Herbert's never won a playoff game.
Oh shoot, you're right. Oh yeah, they lost to Houston. I don't know why I thought they beat them.
No,
Anyway, go ahead.
we lost to Houston, but I also when they bring up he blew a 30-point lead. A 27-point lead, whatever. Why my defense give up 27 points in a half?
Yes, but why didn't y'all niggas score?
Because we couldn't run the ball. We didn't run the ball well in the first half. See, what people are
I feel
people
like
who,
Herbert and Burrow really are not that far apart. Like just the more that we're sitting here talking
no,
about it.
talent wise, they're not far apart. But the thing I'm giving, I had this talk earlier today, not even about those two, but just about football in general. Justin Herbert, as bad as his organization is, as much as they hate to see him healthy, Justin Herbert hasn't missed any games.
Not near one.
I think Justin Herbert, his career has missed one game. One, not counting being rested for playoff games after we clinch. I think Justin Herbert has missed one, maybe 2 games his entire career.
This man done played through broken hands, broken ribs.
He had a broken hand on Sunday, got surgery on Monday, and played the next Sunday.
I mean, like
Joe Burrow sat out a whole season for turf toe. No disrespecting to turf toe, because turf toe is a bitch. I understand that. But I'm saying in football, we always say it. The best ability is availability. And Burrow is clearly injury prone. And I think that adds to his overratedness of, yeah, he's great when he's on the field. If you ever have to say when he's on the field, it's
like
not.
I'm tired of hearing that. Yeah, like that they do that. I hate that phrase so much. Oh, when he's healthy, nigga, he's never he hasn't been healthy in 3 years.
He's never healthy, and he plays the most protected position on the field.
And they always start slow. I mean, always. I don't think they've started fast in the season.
So I truly don't want to hear it. And I'm not. We're taking extra time on Scully's because Joe Burrow was my first one too.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna move on to my second one. Now, some people think I may be a little harsh because it's early. Marvin Harrison.
Spent
Marvin
like 2
Harrison
minutes
Jr.
slandering Joe Burrow.
Marvin Harrison Jr.
Come to the front of the goddamn room.
Because look, I get it. The expectations with him were through the roof. They were probably too high. But the thing is, he hasn't even lived up to half of it. Not even half of it. And I understand it's Arizona. He hasn't had a good quarterback situation. I got you. I have the numbers of dudes in their rookie year who blew up but still did not have a great quarterback situation. Mainly because look, the wide receiver position is one of the easier ones to adjust from college to pro.
It used to be.
It still is. Especially with these more offensive centered rules. Like after 3 yards, essentially the corners got to put their hands in their pockets. Wide receiver is one of the easier positions. I would say running back is the easiest position because at the end of the day, running back is get ball, see hole.
Yeah.
Now, but here's my list of guys. Marvin Harrison Jr. last year, 2025, 12 games, 608 yards, 4 TDs. Not bad, but not great. Again, young
for a top 3 pick, that's horrible.
That's horrible. But 2024, 17 games, 885 yards, and 8 TDs. That's horrible. That's not good.
That's slightly better.
All right, now let's go back. Justin Jefferson, his whole tenure with the Vikings, shitty quarterbacks. He
Well.
he, has, he
Well,
hasn't he hasn't had a consistently pro to Pro Bowl level quarterback his whole time there.
he had Kirk Cousins for like the first 2 years, and we can say what we want about Kirk Cousins, but
Okay,
he don't.
so he had a above average quarterback. We're not going to call him great, but
Yeah, no. I'm never going to confuse Kirk Cousins with being great. I'm just saying Kirk Cousins gets the ball to his receivers.
we're also going to look at the last 4 years of the revolving quarterback
Yeah,
door in Minnesota.
now that's fair. Yes,
So either way, 2020, Justin Jefferson's rookie year, 16 games. I didn't think we had gone to 17 games yet. 16 games, 1,400 yards, 7 TDs. Top 3 pick, that's what I'm looking at.
exactly.
Another one, let's go back a little bit, of a guy whose quarterback was very inconsistent. Not bad, but inconsistent. Odell Beckham, 2014, Eli. We don't need to discuss how inconsistent and leading the league in picks multiple time Eli Manning is.
Especially the back end of his career, he was horrible.
I'm just going to throw this out there. In only 12 games as a rookie, Odell had 1,300 yards and 12 touchdowns.
Like and he was a second or third round pick. I remember.
Not a second. I want to say he was not a third. I want to say he was a second.
Okay, yeah, second, yeah.
But either way, the talent coming out of college, Marvin Harrison Jr. is on par with both of those guys.
He might be better than. Well, he's not better than Jettis, but in college he was better than Odell Beckham.
I don't know. I would say in college, Marvin Harrison might have been better than Jettis.
Nah, I don't know.
I might give the edge to Marvin Harrison over Jettis. Either way, they're comparable, and he has not lived up to it in the league.
At all.
He has not. And look, when you're on a bad teams are where you put up stats.
Bad teams also can psychologically mess with you, because I think this feels like a psychological thing when you watch him, because it just doesn't make sense. It does not make sense that a guy that good has struggled this much, even with bad quarterbacks.
You know what I think is an underrated skill that guys in NFL don't talk about, because everything is supposed to be about winning mindset and this and that.
Mm-hmm.
I think more the part of going from college to pro is you have to learn how to lose.
Learn how to lose, especially when you coming from Ohio State and Georgia.
When you're coming from Trevor Lawrence is an example. Trevor Lawrence in college at Clemson, I think, lost 3 games. I think he lost 3 games in 3 years.
Yep.
3 games in 3 years. Joe Burrow, as a starter for 2 years at LSU, I think he lost 2 games in 2 years, maybe 3 games in 2 years.
Well, no. The first year he was there, they lost, I think, 2 or 3 games. So he lost 2 games in 2 years, like you said.
Yeah, actually. I'm talking about his junior year, and obviously his senior year, they went undefeated, won national title, yada, yada.
Yep.
Guys don't know how to lose, because in 3 years in college, they lost 2 games. They lost 1 game. Well, in the NFL, I'm sorry to tell you, there's only been one team to ever go 16-0, 14-0, whatever the Dolphins did. There's only been one.
Yep.
So, look, you're going to have to learn how to lose 5-6 times a year. Your average Super Bowl champion is not 15-1. Your average Super Bowl champion is like 12-4, 12-5 now, I guess, or 13-4. That's what it is, and that's an amazing season in the NFL.
Yeah.
Especially these highly touted guys, they need to learn to lose. You got anybody else who's overrated?
Yes, I do. And I say overrated only because people just kind of seem to forget that, like, whatever, because he's had somewhat of a career renaissance. But Daniel Jones, I'm still not seeing it. I just, he is better when they take the ball out of his hands. Like, you have Jonathan Taylor, you have Alec Pierce, whatever. But now, on top of being kind of like, he's decent, but then now you're coming off of major injury concerns, having like a fractured something, and then you tore like an ACL or something, and you're coming off of that. The Colts feel blah. So Daniel Jones is one, and then I'm gonna throw Jordan Love in there. I'm,
Jordan,
I'm gonna throw Jordan Love in there, and I know some people are gonna get on me about it, but I just, first of all, his career is the picture of being overrated. You got paid the money that he got paid off of 8 games.
he got the Jimmy Garoppolo treatment.
He got
I
the The only difference is he's way more talented than Jimmy Garoppolo could
That's
ever be in
much
Jimmy
more
Garoppolo.
talented. But I said the same thing with my dad's a big 49ers fan. I told him the same thing when that happened. I'm like, you giving the guy the keys to the kingdom after 8 games?
8 games. Like this, not even, I don't even think it was 8. It might have been 6. He was getting paid off of 6 games. And they were bad for half of those. If they made the little turnaround, he beat Dallas and he got paid basically for beating Dallas and
Essentially.
being up against San Francisco, but then blowing it. Like he got paid off of 6 games. And then after getting paid, I mean, they keep, if it wasn't for the fact that they instituted like the new playoff rule and added a 17, the
Hmm.
Packers wouldn't be in the playoffs at all. They've been the 7th seed for like 3 of the last 4 years.
I agree. I've always thought Jordan Love was good, not great. His
Yeah.
best, and I say the best thing about his legacy is he continued the tradition of the Packers whooping the Cowboys
That and the fact that, like, I mean, he's like, quarterback is the only position where you can be good to above average and get paid
and get paid like
incredible.
you're the best in the room because
Like
the premium on the quarterback position is like, look, you may not be Pat Mahomes, Josh Allen, but the fact that you're not Nathan Peterman means we got to pay you like you're Lamar Jackson.
like the middle of the pack quarterbacks, Tua, uh, um,
Let's see, Brock Purdy, like
Brock Purdy.
look, Brock has done the bare minimum of not screw up and made just enough plays to look like he's top 10 majority of the time. But when
CJ
you
Stroud, yeah, like
but when you look at the game, it's like dink, dunk, cross pattern, Shanahan. It's just a Shanahan offense.
yeah. I'm like, bro, like it's crazy. It's really crazy, and it's even crazier when you consider, like we said, 6 games got you the money that it got you. You
Now,
know, CJ Stroud is about to make, he's about to be the highest paid quarterback in NFL history.
I give you a slight pushback on CJ Stroud. He's not overrated. He's on time.
Yeah, no. I'm not saying Stroud is. I'm just mentioning like
I mean, yes,
quarterbacks.
I say because CJ Stroud gets brought up a lot,
People are
mainly
banking it off like 1 or 2 playoff games. I'm like, bro, Stroud
he
was good before that.
CJ Stroud was so ahead of him and the Texans were so ahead of schedule his
Yep,
rookie year. We
yep.
thought, oh, instantly they are real contenders. And then they had a setback in year 2, which really wasn't a setback. That was probably where they should have been year 1. It's
Yep.
overachieved.
Same thing with us.
And you know, especially when your team is coming from a bad season, you get a last place schedule. It's very common to overachieve with a last place schedule.
Yep. And then now year 3 last year, they finally looked like a real contender. You had one of the greatest defenses in NFL history, but you squandered it because your quarterback just regressed out of nowhere.
And he sucked in a playoff
And he
loss.
sucked in the playoffs, which like people are trying to write it off as like, oh, he's bad and maybe they shouldn't pay him and maybe I'm like, bro, let's calm down.
First of all, he's
Like,
a quarterback. He's not horrible. He's above average. He's took his team to the playoffs on a rookie deal. They're paying him. There's
exactly.
no
Same
if,
thing with Drake
ands,
May.
or buts. They're paying him.
Same thing with Drake May. Same thing with Jaden Daniels. They're all gonna get paid. But at least they didn't get paid off of 6 goddamn games like
Six
Jordan
damn
Love.
games. We got to move on because that 6 games piss me off even more. So we're gonna move on to a little segment called "I Like Mine." I like mine. Where did I get this from? From Kev on stage, just being Kev on stage.
Hmm.
So I'm gonna start it off so y'all can really get the concept of I like mine, and you just gonna roll with it. I wish JJ was here so I could call him a whole ass nigga. But let's start it off with I like my wide receivers like I like my Hellcats. Loud, obnoxious, fast, and they let you know it. We talk about the diva receiver, and I'm just like, they've earned the right to be. They've
Hmm.
earned the right. No other position be out there just for cardio if nobody looks their direction. No other position is so dependent on another person that they could literally be out there playing.
Right.
So when they have an attitude of I'm not getting the ball, I want y'all to realize this. A running back, a starting running back's average carries in the NFL is probably between 15 to 20. They get to touch the ball 15 to 20 times.
Average, I'd actually would say is lower. I feel like it's closer to like 10 to 15
Nah,
now.
because I'm considering passes and stuff too.
Yeah, that's true. Okay.
That's why I didn't say rushes. I said touches.
Oh,
Oh,
touches. I heard rushes. I'm tripping.
uh,
Okay.
your average touches, I would say, are 15 to 20 if
15.
you're a three down back.
Yeah.
A,
Like a Jameer Gibbs, sure.
a great receiver day is six catches is amazing. Is a big receiver day.
This man Terry McLaurin made an All-Pro team, making like he'd have games 6 catches for 115 yards and 2 touchdowns. Like
Which is
and
crazy. If a running back only got 6 touches a game, he would cuss everybody out, or he'd be the third string running back.
he would be angry. He would be on the sideline throwing helmets.
He would be pissed. So that's why I don't ain't no such thing as a diva receiver. We are who we say we are. Scully, you can go next.
All right, I'm gonna do some real Kevin on the stage. I'm gonna be like you, and I'm gonna take yours. I like my receivers like I like my Hellcats. Like I like my receivers like I like my Hellcats.
Oh Lord.
Running stoplights in trouble with the law. I want criminals. All right, my receivers need to be some of the most trifling, disgusting human beings on the
Diabolical.
planet. And a perfect example, look at Puka Nakua.
Puka. When I tell you, you would
I
think Puka,
mean, bro,
you
what
would
is
think
wrong with him?
you would think Puka's family him up on Section 8.
What is wrong with that man? What is wrong with him? What is wrong with Antonio Brown? Somebody check him for CTE. Somebody check the both. What is wrong with Tyreek Hill? When he's not cheating on women, he's beating on them. What is the problem with Tyreek Hill? I don't know what is wrong with him. Who else? Let's go down the line. Steve Smith broke his teammate's jaw. His teammate, not some. His teammate. He broke his jaw.
Josh Josh Gordon.
Well, no, that's different. He all he did was smoke weed.
Yes, but we
Oh,
gave
he was
him
drinking alcohol too. He was alcoholic too. I
but
take that
we gave him umpteenth million chances. Like,
because he had 200 receiving yards in back-to-back weeks.
look, man,
Nobody's ever done that.
I'm
Not Calvin
all
Johnson,
about
not Larry
second.
Fitzgerald. Nobody has ever done that.
I'm all about second and sometimes even third chance. I'm like, Josh.
Justin Blackman. Remember him?
Hey, there's something about them Oklahoma State receivers of that
Dez
era.
Bryant.
Stupid. Him, Dez, they just did shit for the
Just
sake of
dumb.
it.
Can't do nothing but play football. Just dumb as hell. But that's the point I'm making. I need idiots at receiver. I don't want Jalen Brown type receivers. I want niggas that can't read a Dr. Seuss book but can read Too Deep Shell.
But not AJ Brown.
No, AJ Brown too.
Because AJ Brown
Take
be
no,
really
he's not. Stephon Diggs. He can't stop.
Stanford.
He can't stop. So
He
that's what I'm
can't
saying.
stop.
I like my receivers in trouble with the law. I need criminals. I need heathens
Okay.
running routes for me.
See,
And Justin Jefferson, he's cool too. But like,
but I got you on one. I like my head coach, my current head coach, like I like coconuts. I don't like coconuts.
I don't like coconuts
I
at all.
don't like coconuts. I don't like Harbaugh. I don't like how we did not address the interior offensive line almost at all this offseason. And look what happened yesterday. Basically, our new starting center, who we signed, is out for the rest of the year.
I could have told y'all that. He played for us.
He's out for the rest of the year, and we did not address the interior line, and most importantly, Trey Pipkins is still on my roster. How has Trey Pipkins survived 3 different head coaches and 2 GMs, and he's awful? No one thinks he's good. He was PFF rated bottom 5. His best rating, I believe, was 24. How does he still have a job?
It's the
I
same
don't.
thing. It's the same thing Ravens and Giants fans asked Daniel Fale. He's too damn big to be that sorry.
How is this still a thing? I hate Harbaugh. He has not provided any more targets. Yes, we drafted some young guys, but we've had some legit veteran receivers out there who could have helped this group. And most importantly, I'm not forgiving y'all for letting Keenan Allen walk. I don't care how unproductive he is. He's not the focal point of the offense. Clearly, he just deserves to retire a Charger. He has earned the right to wear the bolt on his helmet for as long as he wants. I don't care if it's holding a roster spot. Make him inactive and make him sit on the sideline, or who cares? He has earned the right to wear that bolt for as long as he wants. I don't like my head coach or coconuts. And pina colada, still no.
Pina
For
colada
those,
is bad no matter what it is, whether it's alcohol, whether it's anything. Pina colada
I
is just
I can't do it. And y'all drink coconut water. I don't care how the electrolytes or how it's nasty. It's not good. Where's the drink? Also, but you know what is good is this sunberry dragon fruit nectar. Hey, y'all already know my motto. If you're gonna ever poison me, if I'm ever gonna die from being poisoned, someone all they had to do was tell me it was dragon fruit flavor. That's it.
mm-hmm.
Once they say that, I'm not hesitating. I'm drinking
That
it.
or strawberry lemonade for me. You give me a cup of mint-based strawberry lemonade. I'm not giving y'all no ideas, but yeah.
For the dragon in you. Wouldn't that make a great commercial?
It would. I think it would.
All right, you. What else do you like? What else do you like?
Are we sticking to sports or are we like?
You know what? Actually, go off because my next one is kind of not sports related.
Okay, I like my women.
I knew he was gonna do it.
It's like what else are we
I
gonna talk about?
knew
What the fuck
you were
else?
going there.
What the fuck else are we gonna talk about? I'm sorry. All right. I like my women like I like my bread. Golden brown, hot in the middle, and full of round lump mounds. You know, I just love
Round love mouth.
mounds. You know,
Crazy way to put that.
I mean, you told a woman she looks like a whale, so we can't go there. All right?
That's a compliment for me.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. We know that. We know that because we're here. We know
Yes,
that.
she
know
knows. She should know that. She should know
She
that.
should now. She does because she knows. I'm assuming she does now. If somebody from the street, if you're walking down the street and told a random woman you look like a whale, you might get backhanded.
But I have a whale shirt that I wear very often.
No. I'm just because they don't know that. They don't know that. We know that.
Fellas and ladies, whatever floats your boat. Do not tell a woman she looks like a whale. Don't.
Unless they know you. If they know you, you can do it because then they're familiar with your jargon.
But don't do that. Don't do that.
But I bring that up just to say, like, yeah, I love black women and brown women. You know, it's just and just full of shape. You know, full of shape.
And
You know,
you know what? I'm glad that you brought that up, and I'm glad that you said that specifically
But every
Because
time I bite them, it just hurts the roof of my mouth. But anyway,
mine is very similar. I like my women how I like my pudding. Thick and brown. Thick and brown.
and sweet. And sweet.
That's what I'm. Mm-hmm.
No, no, no. You're right. I like mean women. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
You do like mean women.
No, actually, I don't. I don't like mean women. I like okay.
I don't know the last one. She's
Crash
mean.
outs. Wait, the last one wasn't mean.
Shit.
She wasn't mean to me.
To you.
She wasn't mean to me. She was real good to me.
To you. She's still mean to me.
I mean, but you was because yeah, that's true. Yeah.
That's not the point. I mean, we do have, but that's not.
No,
The
you're right. No. You're right. I think about it, but she wasn't mean. A crash out is different than being mean.
Mm-hmm.
She's unhinged, which is why I liked her.
Extremely. You know. Yeah, that helps. But anyway, that's what we like. We're gonna tell you more about what we like a little later. But you know who doesn't like things? Jay, I'll give you 5 things that Jaden Daniels doesn't like.
Probably got to give him 6 because
Fucking send me a cease and desist letter. I'll tell it ESPN.
I don't give a damn.
I don't give a damn. Jaden Daniels, in case y'all don't know, has sent a cease and desist letter to LSU, his alma mater, basically saying, stop putting me in shit.
You
Why?
can't use my name, image, and likeness.
Why, we ask? There's some theories. There are some theories. His mom made
Nobody quite knows. Like, even though he put it in the letter that it wasn't necessarily directly about the number itself, it's the whole situation is still weird. We've not never, but it's pretty rare to see something like this happen.
See, but thing is, this has never happened because we've never had this problem in the NIL era, unless your number is retired. But even LSU's their policy right now is it ain't been long enough.
Also, the thing with college that I think most people don't retiring numbers is a recent thing. People weren't retiring numbers like that unless you were just undeniable. Like USC, like they retired number 11 with Matt Leinart. I'm pretty sure they retired Reggie Bush's number as well, but I don't know. But they definitely retired Matt Leinart.
See, yeah,
that makes sense.
And I'm not against jersey retiring, but I think at a certain point, it's like, look, there's only so many numbers between 0 and 99.
Right. Pretty soon, it's going to be looking like 7-on-7 out there, and you're going to be having DBs wearing number 477.
Yeah, we going to start going to integers. We're going to start having fractions out there. We're going to have mixed numbers. It's going to be 4 and 3/8.
Experiment 625?
It's going to experiment 626. 625 sandwich stacker. That's what I'm...
Like, what the fuck are we doing? But it's like, yeah, my thing is like, most numbers generally, it takes some years. He's like you said, it's not been. I mean, he ain't even been out of college 5 years.
No, and LSU's rule is 5 years.
5, sometimes. Well, I guess they're gonna have to change that now.
And
it's gonna be 6 now.
The thing I will give him is they are treating Joe Burrow so much differently than Jaden Daniels. Like,
I wonder why.
Look, I get it. He didn't win a national championship.
But even Joe Burrow, they didn't retire number 9. It's just nobody's worn it.
No one's worn it. Now we're not on the inside, so we don't know if anyone has asked to wear it, if they're being denied wearing it, whatever. We just know it hasn't happened.
Now, the one thing I'll say, if somebody in there did tell him, or I don't know whether they told him, or I don't know, if it was made understandable to him that like your number is sacred, it's gonna have to be earned. Like if they did what with number 5 and number 9 in this case, if they did what they did with the number 7, or like what Texas A&M does with number 12, where like the team captains and the team vote on somebody to wear it who's worthy of it, and it's like a tradition every year where they pick like the 12th man or they pick the guy to wear number 7. If they did something like that, cool. But just having some random Jag, even though I'm not saying the guy wearing number 5 is that, but like they probably could have. But at the same, like I said, like y'all said, it's not been long enough. Like separated wise, it's not been long enough.
It hasn't been. I'll tell you what TCU does. So I'm huge LT fan. I wore number 5 my entire life growing up. Partially because of Reggie Bush. Then I learned LT word in college. I was like, cool, we Cinco now. I'm JB5. Everyone knows that. But 5 isn't retired at TCU. What you have to do is you have to write LT a personal letter
Yep.
of why you want to wear number 5 and why you deserve to. Now, obviously, a freshman can't do that because it's like, hey, you ain't done nothing to earn nothing. I don't know you. Get out my face. So if LT deems you worthy of his jersey number, that's where I think all kind of retired jerseys should go. Because again, there's only so many jerseys. I get it. If we can retire 8 and 24 at the Staples Center.
Right.
Great. But there's how many guys are ever going to be of Kobe status in basketball history?
But I think the pros are a little bit different. The pros are slightly different. Although, yeah, to your point. But then there's the flip side. Like, I don't know if you remember Michael Irvin. They asked him on, what is it, the Tonight Show or whatever. I don't know how it came up, but he was talking about how he doesn't believe in jersey retirements. His main reason for that is you get the jersey, you retire it, it goes up in the rafters, that's your day. Nobody talks about it ever again. But instead, in Dallas, every time somebody wears 88, if they have a good game, they're like, oh, Mike, that looked just like Mike out there. If they have a bad game, it's
Mike would
Mike
never
would have dropped that ball. So he stays alive. And that was the point he made, which I'm like, yeah, I fucks with that. Because that's what happens in, like
see.
in
It feels
Dallas.
like
Yeah. People always comparing CD, and they were always comparing Dez to
this,
88.
and then it becomes like a rite of passage. Like the next great Cowboy receiver, they're gonna tell him, "Hey, dog, you got to wear 88."
And like we had this issue in Washington, the number 21. Like they wouldn't retire it for years, but every safety that ever idolized Sean Taylor would come in here and be like, "Oh, I want to wear 21," but then they'd be like, "No, you can't wear it." So instead, they would just wear 36 because that was the number he used to wear before 21. And but then they still wouldn't retire it, and then they didn't retire it until like 2019, and then it was some rushed retirement ceremony that pissed
Yeah,
everybody off.
you remember that statue thing they put out
Statue
there?
bullshit. That I mean, there are a number of things that I've never seen a town so uniformly pissed off the way we were when that happened. And then they went and back and they redid it the right way and got him finally retired. But like, yeah. So the weird middle ground doesn't make it better either, because it's like, okay, you're not going to retire it, but then you're not going to let nobody wear it. But then at the same time, like, what are we doing?
What's the point of that?
Right. So yeah, it's weird. But college especially, there's no point in retiring numbers because like niggas, well, back in the day before NIL, niggas actually would leave college. And so it's like,
And you know what? You also got to realize there are so many more college players than there are guys who will ever play in the NFL.
and especially now, like niggas don't stay around long enough to get jerseys retired. Like Jaden Daniels played, well, he played 2 years at LSU, but like somebody coming in after him has been to like 4 schools already. Which
Oh,
school have you been able to lay your legacy in the dirt and be like, hey, I deserve to get my number retired here?
I was telling Eric that same thing yesterday because I was watching the social media videos of NFL teams and they're trying to get guys to like say their rival slogan or like try to sign their rivals hats. But I'm also like, dude, you done been to 3 schools. You ain't got no allegiance. You ain't got no real rivals.
Right.
Like,
Like unless you go somewhere like Michigan or Ohio State where it's pretty obvious, like even if you only been there 1 year, it's like fuck Michigan.
but
But like
if you
even
if
that,
you were at Michigan 1 year, but you went to Western Kentucky 1 year, and then you went to Stanford the next, and then you landed at Michigan. I'm like, you ain't got no what
it's still
hatred.
insane. Yeah.
You ain't been there long enough to have any hatred.
Right.
What do you know about this?
Like you just doing peer pressure at that point.
Like if you done been to 4 school, like Cam Coleman. Cam Coleman was at Auburn for a year. You don't hate Alabama. You might
You can't hate Alabama. It's not even possible unless you were born and raised in that city.
Yeah. Now if you're from there, hey,
and you grew up in it, then that's different.
I feel you. If you only play at Texas for a year, but you're from Austin, you're from San Antonio, you're from Dallas, whatever. Okay, you can hate OU. You might have grown up hating OU, but
Right.
dude, you're from Virginia. Your first school was Virginia Tech. You found your way to Michigan, so on. So you don't hate Ohio State.
You really don't. I promise you don't. Yeah.
You don't even know what real.
You don't hate it as much as the farm boy who grew up in Northeast Ohio, whose dad took him to Ohio State games when he was a kid and watched Troy Smith and Maurice Claret win a championship. You don't hate it. I promise you don't hate it as much as that guy.
Shout out to Troy Smith. I feel like an unforgotten Ohio State great.
Right. I said Troy Smith. He definitely wasn't on that title team. I'm tripping. Anyway.
No, Troy Smith, but he still won a Heisman.
He won a Heisman, though.
And
yeah.
they won a Fiesta Bowl.
They definitely did. Yep.
I believe in 05, 06. Because Troy Smith won the Heisman the year after Texas won a national championship.
Or like if you, or something else. If you grew up in Tallahassee, then yes, you can hate Miami.
You can hate Miami.
But you cannot fly in here from Arizona after playing at UCLA and playing at
Washington. You
Northern
don't.
Arizona, and then you come into Florida State for your final year of eligibility talking about some I hate the Canes. No, you don't, nigga.
No, you
Stop.
don't.
You just peer pressure. Like
you hate Raisin Canes. That's
right.
What you hate Raisin Canes.
Probably Big Daddy Kane. You probably hate him for some reason.
You hate Big Daddy.
He didn't do nothing to you.
Maybe a Kappa took your girl and you don't like them because they swing canes.
You hate cocaine because you don't do drugs, like, but you don't hate the Hurricanes, bro. Get out of here.
You like artificial sweeteners.
Or
you don't
if you
mess
say I
with
hate
sugar
hurricanes,
cane.
you talking about the weather.
You don't mess with sugar cane.
Right. Like, get out of here.
You ain't watch enough WWE, so you ain't like the wrestler Kane.
It's Kane. It's the big red monster. Like, get out of here, bro.
And then when Kane took the mask off for the first time, I was like, that's it.
That's an ugly son of a bitch. All right, JR. Goodness.
Damn, JR. Puppies.
Down.
Bring out the puppies. Like, JR.
Son of a bitch, why?
We need JR back on commentary.
He is. He's at AEW.
Really?
Yeah. He had brain surgery recently, but like he's on AEW. He don't work for WWE no more.
I mean, at this point, it is what it is.
That's why they don't talk.
No, I'm not gonna lie to you. I forgot what we were supposed to make the last segment about.
It was about Spider-Man.
It is about Spider-Man now.
And I'm gonna tell you what. It was, first of all, best Spider-Man movie I've ever seen. First of all, like Tom Holland, you got it. Like, take a bow. Take a bow.
Oh yeah, best Spider-Man. The last one is still the best Spider movie.
Yes, and I will say that you're never leaving. You're in a 360 deal.
Congratulations. Oh yeah,
welcome to Death Row.
Until you're 45.
Welcome to Death Row Records, because you're not fucking leaving. That, by the way. Also, look, I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm gonna look at you right now. I'm gonna wait till you drink the dragon fruit. Okay, look at me. If Zendaya ever tells me that she doesn't love me, just take the whole universe. Let the universe die. I would let the universe die. Because Zendaya Coleman is not going to look me in the eye and tell me that she doesn't love me. And I'm going to let the universe live? Hell no. Take it all.
And then have the nerve, the audacity,
the unmitigated gall
to ask me for a ride?
No, that's not the problem. Like,
I'm not asking. I'm not taking you.
There are no buses that come out to. She lives. That was out in the water.
No, they were just Staten Island. They were on Staten Island. They go into Queens. There's a train.
Yeah, but still, I don't have a problem with him doing that.
Tell the Punisher to take you home. Punisher can take you home. I'm not doing it.
I personally would have struggled, but like, her memory got wiped. Like, what is she supposed to do? Like, it's not her fault. The memories aren't there anymore.
That's not the point.
I would have taken her home because I do still love her. Like, for example, if it were me, I'm not going down that road. Never mind. Anyway, you know what I was gonna say. Anyway, like I said, Zendaya is not gonna look me in the eye and tell me she don't love me and think I ain't just gonna burn down the whole universe. I'd have found Jean Grey my damn self. And now back to that. Jean Grey was absolutely in the right. She did nothing wrong.
Hands.
She did nothing wrong. There is not a single thing that she did wrong other than the non-consensual kiss. That was crazy.
Other than that, fully justified.
And dropping old girl
100%
off the roof.
justified.
But even she was justified because, and not because of anything other than the fact that we as the audience know that Spider-Man clearly doesn't know about damage control. Like, he doesn't know what they're actually up to. We as the audience know that. Jean Grey in the movie, all she knows is some random spider nigga is working with the people that kidnapped her sister, then learns later on that she was tortured to death. And this is the guy that's helping to not only stop her, but who knows what else he's probably helping with. Because, like I said, she doesn't know what he does or doesn't know. She doesn't know. All she knows is he's working with the ops. And so,
Yeah.
hey, I'm going to make your life miserable because they're doing this to me and the people I love.
And she's 100% justified. I'm not mad about everything she did. I even told you before, I think I said that at the beginning of the show too. I'm still going to save your life. After we get to that point, that's when we got to put the
We're going to
gloves
have to run.
on. And I'm
Put
not
these
saying,
gloves on.
and we're not even fighting to the death. This is just a principle thing. It's just a, I gotta whoop your ass for that, right?
Right. Like, I owe you one. Like, I owe
Like,
you.
like you gotta run these for what you did. And I'm just saying, Zendaya is not innocent in this. She not
She's
innocent.
very innocent. She didn't even know what was happening.
No, she not, because you telling me Ned got a flashback and all we did was dap up. All we
Well, no,
did was,
you know what I think? There's a fan theory that she actually brought their memories back, which is why, like, you see her at the end sitting on the same roof that all of this started on, and she's holding the necklace he gave her. There's a chance that Jean Grey, being an Omega level mutant,
yes,
even as a child, an Omega level mutant, undid the memories, broken memory spell. She might have, because she has that kind of power. Her telepathy is so powerful, she can undo brains, or she can undo memories and shit. So she might have brought their memories back, which
I'm
is
not.
why, like, people think it's muscle memory. There's a chance she actually brought back their memories. Is the fan theory I'm seeing.
So, big question: how Peter paying for that apartment? All the other OG Spider-Mans, they were broke.
That's what I don't know.
They were all broke, but they all had dead end jobs. Toby literally delivered pizzas and he worked in Doc Ock's lab. Andrew, I believe he also worked in a lab and he was,
He had lab and he was some internship and
yeah, and he was a student and he was a kid in the first one. So yeah, we're not worried about that. But Tom don't even deliver pizzas. He don't work a data entry job. He ain't at a call sitter.
you know what I think? You know what I think? I think that New York has been so fucked up with all of everything. I mean, the amount of bullshit they've dealt with the Avengers, the blip, the reverse blip.
Reverse blip.
Like, rent is so low in New York probably that it feels like the pre 1990s where you can get an apartment working not at all
Working
because
odd jobs on the side.
it wasn't just them. Remember, Ned and Zendaya had an apartment. Zendaya didn't have a job
Zendaya did not have a job.
and could afford that. Not just any apartment. Not like, we make jokes about New York having boxes. Did you see all the space in that place?
Big enough to have a party.
A house party, big enough to have a party in. And you had that view that they had.
And they had a nice view.
A very nice view. So I believe there's some kind of rent control in New York. I think it's Zoran. I think
I
that's
was like, shout out to Mondani. Mondani did it. He put his stuff in MCU. And also, if he's not in one of the next MCU movies, like, I know he can't be in Doomsday, but
No, I don't think. He might make a cameo, but he doesn't seem to be like that. Like I'd be very cautious about like celebrity, and he
I mean,
seems like he's chilling.
I don't want him to have a part, but I'm like, if there's a scene where like the mayor of New York is giving a tribute to the Avengers, that mayor of New York cameo for 15, 20 seconds should be Mandani.
Right, or it'll be a Muslim dude based off of him.
Close enough, he's
Yeah.
like, I didn't want to do it, but I still felt like, we could have a
My
joke.
image and likeness is in here. Yeah.
Yeah, we could do some NIL work.
Because my thing is like Zendaya though. I mean, like she was fine. It like she's been fine, but like this movie, it was something in the air in this movie. I don't know what it was. That girl, like I said, for Zendaya to look me in my face and say I don't love you, I would have let the entire universe burn.
Right.
Honestly, like there's
Some
just
people,
no
some people just want
way.
to see the whole world burn. I'm one of those people that day.
I would kill everybody. I would find Gene my damn self.
Gene, we got to do more than run the hands. Let's
But
go.
also, again, I'm so tired of this stupid ass trope in superhero movies where the villain does the most heinous shit. Do y'all understand what they did to her sister?
Yeah, she died in that chair that they put her in.
Tortured her to death to the point that the only thing she remembers, the whole plot of the movie is that we're thinking of, oh, VMAX, some alien shit. And it turns out that's just the molded tape on the air vent, on the air vent that she saw, and that's the last thing she saw, and she sent it to her sister. And like that's what VMAX was. Like heinous shit. And everybody is sitting here telling, no, this is not you. Don't do this. You're not like them. You're not like them. Shut the fuck up
Yes, we
and
are.
let her kill that dude.
Yes, we are. Remember when we talked about Supergirl?
Supergirl did it perfectly. They were like, you're not like him. Now I am. So I'll do it.
You don't need to do that. Don't stoop to their level. I'm
Let
all,
me.
I'm already there.
Remember, he sees the good in people. I see the truth.
Which
Greatest quote ever. And it's the same thing in this. Gene sees the truth. Spider-Man sees the good in people. You know, and it's fair because he's
but that's
Spider-Man.
always been mutant things. It's like, no, no, no. We see the real world because we get treated like every minority.
To a
Like
degree.
there's places where black people are treated great. There's places where Muslim people are treated great. There's nowhere where mutants are treated good.
And
But but at this school.
once again, the thing with the mutants that I can never understand is that why is it Black Panther, cool. Captain America, great. Even the Incredible Hulk, people can deal with it a little bit. But God forbid that you are born with your powers.
Born with
Now you're a mutigger that needs to be put away in a
now
camp.
mutator.
Like, look at this mutigger using his big words. Like that's why do they treat mutants like that? What is the difference with a mutant and Spider-Man?
And,
Spider-Man is a mutant actually.
and I would say Spider-Man is half.
He is a mutant.
Like
But what is the difference with a mutant and Captain America?
a mutant and Hulk. Radiation.
Like Hulk
Radiation
literally is a mutant.
is mutating your DNA. You are a
Most
mutant.
mutants are not the X-Men. That's the other thing. Like that people don't get about the mutants. A lot of them are not the X-Men where they have these great, wonderful, awesome like a lot more mutants have like those powers that like, oh, he shoots fire from his nose when he's scared and burns people. Like that's not a gift.
No, and you most of them go to Xavier's school to learn to control them to live normal lives,
Hmm.
not to fight crime.
Not to fight crime. The X-Men, he out here running a child labor camp. Say no, you stop.
I mean, hey, that's just superheroes in general. Before we
No,
go,
but especially the X-Men. Charles Xavier is awful. The way he treats them sometimes is awful.
and before we go, I have one question. One question that's been pissing me off.
Hmm.
Why is Spider-Man not at least semi-bulletproof? You're telling me I have all this genetic power and I just got a buff, by the way. I just got an upgrade. but a normal ass bullet from a normal ass gun puts me on death's door. I fought Thanos.
He fought Thanos, but Thanos did kill him. So, and
Okay,
remember also, he needed a special suit to fight Thanos because his regular suit he couldn't breathe in space.
that's space. I understand why you can't breathe in space. I should at least be bullet resistant.
He was dodging bullets. Like, I don't know if you saw that scene when
Yes,
when he became a mutant and the hand were throwing darts at him. They had to slow it down to show you how fast he was moving. He
but
was dodging bullets, and his
I'm
common sense actually told him that a bullet was being shot. So, if anything, he literally was just trying to save Gene. It wasn't
he
like
was, but I am saying if I have all that kind of power, a bullet should make me unconscious, not put me on death's door. I'm not saying I should be bulletproof. I ain't Hulk, which by the way, if I was Punisher, the second Hulk got introduced, I would have been like, nah, y'all not fit. I'm a dude with a
Spidey tried
regular
to tell
machine
him
gun.
that. Remember, Spidey's like, "This is way above your pay grade. Like, get out of here." And he wouldn't listen because
See,
he's Punisher, stubborn.
it wouldn't have even took Peter. It would have been, nigga, is that Hulk? Peace. Nah.
Nigga, what's wrong with him?
I would have told him myself this is above my pay grade.
This is above my pay.
This is
But
a
and then the other thing was the like I think also part of it was, I mean, even though technically it's a different movie, but like remember in Spider-Man, um, what's the one with Miles Morales, the last one that came out like 6 years ago?
oh, that's Homecoming.
Oh no, the Miles Morales one. Spider-Man,
No, the one with Gambino as Morales or Spider Verse.
Spider-Verse. There you go, Into the Spider-Verse. Remember they had like Spider-Man, all the different Spider-Man timelines. Like, I mean, you have to either Spider-Man himself has to die, or like the police captain, or,
Yes,
or
somebody had that.
somebody has to. So this just felt like part of that natural timeline of like he didn't necessarily die, but like he got shot and had Jean Grey's Omega level mutant self because she saved him again. Had she not saved him, he would have been dead.
Absolutely.
And that's probably why Doom is going to come back because all of these people are interrupting this timeline, doing shit they're not supposed to be doing.
And why? The plot. We do it for the plot.
For the plot.
And we did it for the plot for another episode of the one and only D1 Ignite University podcast. Scully, Spider Scully, final words for the people.
We made it, y'all. We made it out the desert. College football returns next week. NFL returns the week after that. We're back.
You know, college football is not just the big dudes in the Power Five. Tune in on Thursday for some crazy MACtion. The MAC conference is a fun ass conference to watch. Tune in.
Yes, the MAC and the Sun Belt at one point was as well.
True, you know, as Texas, we love the Sun Belt because half of them were Texas schools at one point. But anyway, thank you for tuning in to the one and only D1 Ignite University podcast. We look forward to coming to you semi-live whenever the hell I feel like it. Why? Because I can do that. So like I love to say at the end of every episode, keep learning, keep living, keep loving, and we out. JJ not here. I'm hitting the button. Deuces.